With me is the Foreign Minister of Mauritius. The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a state visit to the country and is the chief guest at the National Day Parade. That's the Independence Day Parade. So, welcome to WION. And my first question to you is how do you see the visit of the Indian Prime Minister to your country?
Well, this is a great honor for Mauritius to have the visit of PM Modi. In fact, this is his second visit. He was here in 2015 for the national celebrations, and he has very humbly accepted our invitation from our Prime Minister to come and be our chief guest for the National Day.
And so, what kind of deliverables we are expecting? We know ahead of the visit, the MEA said that there are MOUs which will be signed, there are projects which will be inaugurated. So, if you can perhaps give an overview of what are the major corporations or MOUs when it comes to the visit that are expected to be signed, the projects that will be announced.
Well, in fact, this will be an opportunity in the context of the visit of the Prime Minister for us to take the opportunity and reinforce further this special and very unique relationship that we both share. So in that context, there is going to be a number of MOUs that are going to be signed, right? India has always been a very important development partner to Mauritius in terms of infrastructural projects, etc. We are looking to sign a number of MOUs. I can just list a few of those MOUs. There will be an MOU between the Ministry of Industry and Small and Medium Enterprise with the Ministry of Micro and Small and Medium Enterprise of India on capacity building in relation to small and medium enterprises. There's going also to be an MOU between the Ministry of Public Service and Administrative Reforms of Mauritius and the National Centre for Good Governance, Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances of India on training of about 500 public officers. There is also going to be an MOU between the Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Service and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here in Mauritius on the training of diplomats. More importantly, there is going to be an MOU between the Financial Crime Commission of Mauritius and the Directorate of Enforcement of India, as well as the Central Bureau of Investigation on information sharing in relation to corruption matters and anti-money laundering issues. There is going to be the signature of a line of credit on water pipeline replacement project in Mauritius. There is going to be, as far as maritime security is concerned, there is going to be a technical agreement on sharing of white shipping information between the Indian Navy and the Mauritian authorities here. So I have listed a few of those MOUs that we are looking forward to sign between the two countries.
So now talking about the cultural connect, we believe that the Prime Minister will be going to Ganga Talao as well, and there's a strong cultural connect between the two countries. So if you can perhaps talk about that cultural connect and what can we expect during this visit in terms of that cultural connect?
Well, we have always shared very exceptional cultural exchanges, cultural heritage, historical bond, people-to-people ties, they underpin that India-Mauritius special ties, right? Therefore, there are a few commitments from the Indian side to support we have the Mahatma Gandhi Institute here in Mauritius, which was set up by India. So there is a support for the preservation of documented records on indentured workers from India, right? We are looking forward to strengthen also the diaspora engagement through New India program, collecting rules, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, right? We are also looking forward to promote tourism and cultural exchanges, right, through visits to Char Dham and Ramayana Trail, as well as ancient places of religious worship in India. So all these are exchanges that we are looking forward to try and strengthen further this cultural bond that we share.
So my last question to you is on what will be the focus in terms of the regional issues, the stability of the Indian Ocean region, and briefly also when it comes to the Chagos conversations, will this also figure out when the leaders sit? Because we saw just last week, in fact on Saturday, the Indian side reiterating its commitment to support Mauritius sovereignty when it comes to the Chagos issue.
We already have arrangements with the Indian government on maritime security in the region. The Indian Ocean um, is a very important place of strategic importance, and given the geopolitical climate, right? Don't forget that when PM Modi came to Mauritius in 2015, he initiated the India's Vision Sagar, right? So we are also, both Mauritius and India are members of the Indian Ocean Dream Association, and we have also signed the Colombo Security Conclave, right? So all these are structures that are there for us to make sure that the Indian Ocean is an open, safe, and secure place. Because, as I've said, the Indian Ocean is a very important trade route for both countries, right? And we have to ensure that this part of the world is secure, right? Because we share common interests, both India and Mauritius, right? So this is why, with a view to enhance further that cooperation, we are signing this MOU on sharing of information with regards to white shipping, right? So as far as Chagos is concerned, this has been a very long struggle by Mauritius, and in all the various steps towards us restoring our sovereignty over the Chagos archipelago, India has always been, very supportive, and there is currently discussions going on between India and between Mauritius and the UK on trying to reach a deal or to regulate the presence of the base in Antigua Gaucha, and I'm very sure that India, as always, will be very supportive and give its assistance to Mauritius, that we can reach a deal that will secure, on one hand, that will restore, on one hand, our sovereignty over Chagos, and also secure the base on Chagos.
Well, on that note, thank you so much, sir.